Hello, YouTube family, and welcome back. My name is Charlene, and this is Care with Compassion. On this page, I talk about all things essential oils, elderly care, and wellness or self care. Before I get started, I always like to say that everything I say on this page is my own personal opinion and my own personal experience, okay? So keep that in mind and while you're listening to the content. I also like to say that the essential oils that I will be discussing is doterra essential oils. doTERRA essential oils is 100% all natural essential oils, okay? So I always suggest that you please consult with your doctor before using the oils, either topically or internally, because there are some oils that don't agree with certain health conditions, okay? If you're going to use it topically on your skin, I always suggest that you use some form of carrier, an olive oil or coconut oil or shea butter. doTERRA also has their own brand of carrier, which I hear is very good because it is not as oily. It's a drier carrier. So it works very well with the oils. If you're interested in ordering any of the essential oils or any other product that doTERRA sells, they sell a large variety of different things, diffusers and lotions and toothpaste and hand sanitizers and cough drops. So many things that they sell, which are all natural. Okay, so check the website. It will be in the description box. So check that out. If you like the content that I am giving you, please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and the notification bell so you will be alerted every time I upload a video. Okay, so today I will be continue to talk about the root. The other day, I was talking about finding the root to your health issues. Okay, in reference to if you're if you have certain illnesses, um, you don't always want to, or you should never just want to put a band-aid on it. Okay, doTERRA oils are amazing. Okay, they are amazing. They're all natural. It is good for substitution or an addition to, depending on your life and your health. But a lot of times there is a root situation that's going on that will that that the oils are just putting a band-aid on, or the medication you're taking are just putting a band-aid on. You know what I mean? So like if you have high blood pressure and you're eating unhealthy, you can go to the doctor. The doctor will give you a prescription. But what does the doctor also say to you? You have to change your diet, okay? Because you don't want this heart condition to turn into a heart attack or a stroke. You know what I mean? So we want to dig deep in reference to what our health conditions are. If you are having anxiety, what is the root of that? What is causing these anxiety? Take some time and spend by yourself and figure out what your issue is. Maybe when you go to the doctor, he'll give you some clues. Maybe you'll need to have a therapist. Maybe there are some traumas that happened in your life, and now you have panic attacks and anxiety, and you are easily stressed because you don't know how to navigate certain things in your life because of traumas, past histories that you've had, okay? Which I'll be talking about today, okay? So today, I wanted to talk about traumas and situations that may have happened in your life, and that may be the cause of certain people that you attract into your life that might not be very well for you, right? If you're very excuse me, if you're very soft spoken, or if you are the type that just allows people to behave any kind of way to you, or treat you any kind of way, or say things to you and you just kind of brush it off. Okay. I sometimes can tend to be that way, or used to be that way. Okay. And it gets old, right? It gets old. You get to a place in your life where it's like, why am I the doormat? Why am I allowing people to think that I am their doormat? Because that is not what he's created in me, okay? Or anyone, okay? He did not call you to be here to be someone's doormat, or to be spoken any kind of way or treated any kind of way. And I don't care what the circumstances may be, right? You can require, even at your job, you can require a certain level of respect, even in your job, right? Respectfully so. I do not want to be spoke to or treated in this manner, right? We all need employment. We all do, but not to the extent of our mental health, our physical health, right? If you are working a job that is like just so strenuous on your body, right? Let's figure out what other kind of skills we can use, okay? Because we have one body, and we're solely control of this body. And if we don't handle or deal with that fact that, okay, this is being too much, when we get 50 and 60, let me tell you, your body will remind you that I reminded you, or I gave you signs when you were younger that this is being a little harsh on us, right? On this body. You being hard on us. Let's ease back a little bit. If you're working a job that is mentally straining on you, right? Let's see what we can do to change that situation, right? Because you have one mind. And at some point, that stuff starts to tip over, right? It's like, we don't have enough. And that's when anxiety and the paranoia and restlessness, and you can't sleep at night, all these things start to occur. Like if you don't address issues that are occurring, okay, you know when you're overwhelmed, you know when you're not being treated fairly, you're feeling it, you understand, right? This is not okay. This friend is not being a true friend to you. Like you being this awesome friend, and the friend is just taking advantage of your awesomeness, right? We know when things are not as though they should be. And so if you don't address it at some point, it's going to, it's going to leak out in other areas in your life, right? Anxiety sometimes could be just your body and your mind is just tired of being treated a certain kind of way. So what happens is you start to isolate yourself, right? Just isolating yourself doesn't solve the problem. Sometimes you just have to use your words and verbalize. And that's not always easy, right? Especially if that's not your person. That's not always easy. But sometimes we have to tap into that because we have one life. And we have our sole responsibility is to us first. I don't care if you have kids or a husband or whatever the case may be. You are solely responsible for you first. Okay? You cannot be a good mother to your children, or a good wife to your husband, or husband to the wife, right? Or father to the children, or a daughter to your mother, or you know what I'm saying? You cannot be a healthy person to anyone if you're not a healthy person to yourself first, okay? And guess what? Unhealthy people attract unhealthy people. Okay? That's how you can, like, your life will tell you where you are. Right? If you are constantly attracting men, let's just say men or women, depending on where you are, who are just not good for you or mistreating you, or like sometimes we have to stop and evaluate why this person think that they can come look for me. Right? Why this user think he can come look for me? Is it because I let people use me? Why? Okay, so sometimes we have to step back and be like, I'm kind, I'm loving, I'm sweet, but I have boundaries. Okay? And I don't want to have people in my life who are not going to value who I am. We don't need that. We don't need to go through our life with those type of people. We have to have boundaries. We have to have love and respect for ourselves, because when you have love and respect for yourself, you're going to have boundaries, and you're not going to let people cross those boundaries. You're not going to let people talk to you or treat you any kind of way. All right? So let's get to the root. Okay? Sometimes you have to step back and say, this was a traumatic thing that happened to me when I was young. Let me go get some counseling, because I don't want to waste my whole life being walked on, talked to any kind of way, being people's doormats, right? Attracting the wrong type of person. You don't want to go through your life doing that. Okay? So it might be that you might need to get some counseling. Counseling is okay. Okay? You can talk to the Lord. Okay? But there's also counseling. Counseling and talk to the Lord. Okay? Talk to the Lord and then go talk to a professional. It is okay. All right? It is okay. So that is going to be it for today. Let's get to the roots of our situations. Okay? Let's not just put a Band-Aid on it. Okay? Because that Band-Aid falls off. That Band-Aid don't always work. Okay? You're going to go get a bigger Band-Aid. Because that's what happens when you don't take care of your health. Right? If you are taking, like I was saying that I take a small dosage of cholesterol. Now, pill. Okay? But I was eating really bad. Now I have changed my diet so I can get to the point where I can eliminate it. Okay? But if I kept eating the way that I was on a low dosage. I was on a low dosage and my cholesterol was at 400. Okay. Now, if I continued, even with the medicine, they might want to elevate it, which my doctor wanted to do. And I was like, this is not what we get ready to do. Okay. Let me do what I need to do to better my health. Because I want to be away from that. I'm not trying to go to, no ma'am. So I couldn't just say, no, I have to do some things to make it better, make my health better. So I won't be solely dependent on, listen, I didn't know. These doctors, they be wanting to be pushing these medicines. I'm like, are you getting something from making all these prescriptions? Are you getting some cash or something? Because they be pushing these medicines, okay? I push back, okay? I'm like, let me go over here and get my life. Okay, let me start eating better. Let me get out here and exercise a little bit. And I'm saying a little bit. I'm trying to do better. I'm working on getting a bike right now. I'm working on getting myself a bike, okay? Because I ain't with the jogging yet. I could do some walking. I'm good at walking, right? But, once you walk, it's like, come on, let's go to the next level, right? What's after walking? Jogging. Okay, it's sweating. I'm so girly. But anyway, so let's figure out what the root of our situation is and work on that. Let's work on improving our whole life, okay? Not just certain areas. Let's, we can start at one area, but let's just move. Okay, I worked on that. Okay, what's next? That's what's next, right? We're constantly evolving, so we should be constantly changing and improving, right? So let's work on that. Let's work on that. All right, that'll be all for today. And you have a wonderful, wonderful, blessed day. And I will talk to you again soon, all right? See you soon.